I know you're holding out on me. The puzzle say complete.
Welcome, welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Will O Wisp Woods. We are here on episode 91 of the Will O Wisp Woods. Now, I will say, as you can clearly tell, Odile is running a little behind. That's fine. Family first. She is currently coming home safely from a concert of family members, so I'm not going to divulge any more than that because that's Odile's stuff to do, but she will be here shortly, as long as, they get here safely. That's all that matters. Nonetheless. So, episode 91 of the Journey of Grandiasha. And, obviously, it is getting closer and closer to episode 100. We are all of 9 episodes away now. As of the beginning of this, we are down to 8. But welcome in. So, last we left off, our wonderful group had managed to find themselves face to face with not only a gargantuan creation of elemental magic, as he steamed and swirled. The group also came face to face with a problem. A strange creation that was placed within this massive creature's heart, or at least its center. A birdcage. And within it, a figure moving within the swirling tides of this massive water elemental. With Dwindle and his mark being present, as well as each of the group helping to try and figure out what's going on with this birdcage. Not only did they find out that the figure inside seems to be a fiery being, a woman, that now outside the cage stands 8 feet tall, looking to the group with burning, glowing sun-like eyes, with hair that falls down her back like fire. The group is now face to face with a figure calling herself a creator. The beginning of the dwarves. This creator now free of her cage. Anywho, the group now finds themselves as heat now seems to dim ever so slightly around them, so the sweltering heat has now calmed ever so slightly. She stands before them all. Curious. And that begins episode 91. So, you all are face to face with a rather interesting and very fiery woman, quite literally. She then looks over each of the group. She looks to each individual as if attempting to read each individual like a book. For your freeing me, I can offer very little in terms of kindness. However, if you wish for utility, I'd like to bestow each of you a gift for this freedom. She looks to Dwindle. You have already received my mark, though the strength of it is a bit lackluster at the moment. You are now marked as a Flame Rager, one of my original soldiers.
Oh, dang. What?
As you grow in strength, your mark will grow in strength. Bear in mind the responsibility that that holds. And, for you, a cleansing of the curse that ails you.
I'm cursed. Alright.
Step forward.
He does.
As Dwindle steps forward and looks up at this large woman, she then lightly places her thumb in the center of his forehead, and each of you watch as his entire body suddenly erupts into flames. However, he does not look to be in any pain. He does not appear to be hurting, or even his armor is not melting or beginning to burn hotter. It's as if his body is burning, but there is no flame. Dwindle, you are no longer cursed by the magic that harmed you as a person. That is my gift to you.
Is he back to normal, Dwindle?
Dwindle, you feel as though the curse that weighed heavily on your mind and your consciousness has been lifted. And you
Yay.
actually feel lighter.
Hope he's back to normal.
Just
I
looking
sure
around.
hope so.
Aye, that was weird.
How you feeling, big guy?
On fire.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Nyla, who towers over him, patting him on the shoulder, leaning over him. How's it going, big guy?
Exactly. You get it.
She then looks to Nyla. You, who have contracted with one of two. Many things weigh heavily on your minds, and I may not be able to help with that, but is there something that you wish for?
I want to find a way to defeat the dragon in the shadows so I can finally go home.
Perhaps I can offer you something then. During my time, there were many strong warriors, archers included. It appears to me, based on the wear on your bow, that you yourself would consider yourself an archer.
Yes, at least for the most part. I got magic too.
You have magic.
I learned some from both my parents. Some of each.
So that's what's wafting off of you. You have a strange magic, but a powerful one.
First,
I cannot offer you much, but I think I can offer you something that you will find very helpful.
what?
She then places her thumb upon Nyla's forehead, and the sudden visage that flies through her mind. Nyla, you feel as though you've been projected out of your body for a moment. And you find yourself now looking over the entirety of the continent of Grandiasha, both east and west, the massive ocean that splits the two, and you see the mountain ranges and the distance, in the distance, these lands of places that you have not yet traveled to. And suddenly you feel your consciousness thrust forward. You feel yourself thrown deep into the far reaches of the southeast, into the desert areas. You feel yourself flying through the air, and you stop at a strange, unmarked mountain that is half eaten by sand. And you stand before it, and as you look up, and as you look to its base, you notice wind takes, and you watch as sand is blown away. But this wind continues. This wind only gets stronger, and you notice that the wind continues further, wiping away more and more sand from the base of this mountain until you notice an entrance. A grand archway made of a strange, forgotten stone carved into the side of this mountain. A grand door that seemingly calls out to you. And as you stand there looking at this doorway, you then hear her voice once again as she now stands next to you. Here you see the entrance to the grave of a great hero. This hero of old, once a great archer, finds themselves buried, and with them, their bow of great magic. I think that you will find it most helpful. And it will definitely help you on your journey.
Thank you. I hope we can figure this out.
You will. Every step that you take is a step closer to the goal, whether you realize it or not. Every step forward that you make is a step towards a goal that you have set in your mind long before you remember. You're almost there.
I hope so. I'm so tired. I want to stop running for a bit, you know?
You will. But for now. And you feel your consciousness as you take a deep breath in and you look around and you're back in this strange, warm space, standing next to Dwindle, with the woman standing in front of you.
Very hungover Nyla probably has a bit of a pounding headache after a vision and all of that.
She then looks from Nyla with a very light smile over to May. The Forgotten Warrior, at least in her own mind. You seem strong.
That's
And you are ailed with a different kind of being. You have been through much trial. Far more than you likely should. But you use it. You have a great strength. I cannot offer much to you either. But if you'd like, I can gift you with something that may help. And perhaps using it will allow you to feel more comfortable in your own skin. There she is.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh.
Hello, I'm sorry.
Don't
Okay.
apologize. Life first. No. If you want, I cannot. If you like, I can offer you something that may help you feel more comfortable in both of your skins.
Usually, I think I'd turn down an offer for doing just something that I think any intelligent being should make, but I think we'll need all the help we can get.
The person that did this to you, they did not know that you would use it as you do. You have great strength, and you do very well to use it. So, I would like to help you make it yours, so that you may forget that it was any hindrance to you. This is a part of you And every part is just as important as the others.
You can't change anything, right?
I won't be able to change you to the way you were before. But I may be able to help change you into something that you can at least be proud of.
Okay.
But only if you are willing.
It won't hurt anyone.
You will have far more control than you ever did before.
Then she'll slowly nod her head and look up at her. Okay. I trust you.
That is a phrase that I have quite missed. That's rather epic for that just transition. She then, this time, different from Dwindle and Nyla, she actually leans in a little bit as she presses her thumb to one side of your forehead and then presses the other to the opposite. You feel both of these thumbprints begin to swirl with some kind of magic before suddenly, in your skin, gold inlays feel weightlessly beginning to form, almost like a small crown, as it wraps into your skin and around your head. This beautiful crown of gold that seems attached to you as your skin would be, then begins to sink in and disappear into you. And you feel strange. You feel powerful. This strange feeling of this burden in the back of your head. This idea that whenever you change, there's always this chance that you may not be able to go back. This anxiety in the back of your mind. You feel it lifted. As suddenly, you feel as though your body itself is Hey. What is with you? Take a breather. You feel as though this weight itself is removed. And what once felt like two separate entities fighting for control inside your mind, you now feel as though you are simply you. You feel as though the very thing that was fighting for control is now no more than an extension of yourself.
Leave it. Thank you.
Way by now, who is sunken almost on her knees. After this wave, she looks up at her with like really teary eyes and nods her head. Thank you. Thank you.
I simply gave you what you already had. For the others, it was rather simple. A soldier wished to be stronger for his people and those that he cared about. A huntress wished for something to help with a goal that she has in mind. Something that will help her throughout the rest of her journey in this life and likely the next. And one that believed herself a beast, now with the control over the creature that she has been made into. But you. Her eyes then looked to Odile like two burning stars, with curiosity lacing her face. You, little one. What is it that you truly wish for?
Honestly, Claire did not know we were wishing today. Also, when did Odd become conscious?
I'm gonna go here.
Odd, you feel...
Sorry.
You're fine.
Like, wait, the last time that I knew, I was still on the ground, like, dead, basically.
You were unconscious.
Right.
However, as this woman stepped out, she did help those that were truly in harm's way. And you do feel better, but it's not perfect. It seems as though she may be lacking in power at the moment. But you are awake. Ah, neat. That's how tonight's gonna go. You get 20 HP back.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Huzzah.
Half of my HP, let's go.
And as she's talking to each of you, and she turns to Odile, who is now slowly waking up, the offer still seems to stand. And Odile feels as though she's gifted a few memories of the past few minutes of her speaking with each of you. This gift of knowledge to allow her the ability to make an educated statement, as you see within your mind, each of the group has been asked something specific to them. Dwindle was given the gift of his ailment being cured, as well as the knowledge that his magic, or at least the mark of his flame rager, will continue to grow stronger as he does. Nyla was gifted the knowledge of a weapon that not only will strengthen her ability to go forward with her journey, but the knowledge of what it truly is, as vaguely as it was, but it seems to be a powerful addition to her arsenal. May was seemingly given control over whatever it is that she turns into.
As she turns her attention toward Odd, Nyla's just gonna really quietly go over and hold on to May's hand with hers. Not say anything, just give it a squeeze.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna, like, squeeze.
Nyla's not looking at her, she's just holding her hand unless May looks like she wants to let go.
No. She'll hold on. She'll just make sure you're okay first. Like, okay.
Looks in pain, but
Can I silently cast Cure Wounds?
You know what? I will allow it.
This is the second time within the span of
Huzzah.
one long rest that she's lost most of her HP, and she's really hungover from Flamin' Broth. She's in pain.
Oh, my poor girl. Okay, wait. I got 10.
A 10.
Thank you.
10 HP back. But her beautiful eyes, these burning suns almost, stare directly at Odile now as she's awakened warmly. I know that you wish to build and create things as a means of proving your worth to others and yourself, but the wants of your creations are not yours. What is it that you wish for?
As if she's just internally wandering. And she just has a moment, and she looks at the group. And over her shoulder towards Eddie. He looks back. Wait, is everybody getting this? Or is only those that are alive getting this?
You are receiving a gift, just as the others did.
He turns. I'm sorry. Please do anything this time. For you. She just looks up. would you be able to fix my wings?
Is that what you truly want?
I want to fly again. That's all I ever want. It's the sky.
The capability to look down at the world below you and see everything that you've experienced, everything you've walked through, and everything that you have lived. It's an understandable wish. She smiles, and she motions for Odile to come closer.
I just slightly walk over. Also, like, I'm tugging my corset from the wings, assuming I probably need to do that.
If you want to. And for Odile, you actually notice that this massive woman seems to turn sideways slightly as she squats down. And she gently places a hand on Odile's shoulder to then turn her head tilting to one side. Much like your friend, you have experienced far too much in your very short lifetime. Each of you then watches a small flame appears on this woman's middle finger, and she begins to draw down each part of Odile's wings. And Odile, you feel things shifting behind you. You feel warmth and this strange clicking, like gears falling into place. And you feel your wings begin to move out slightly as they're supposed to. No pain, no discomfort. For the first time in a long time, your wings feel like they're back in place.
He just looks up at her at this very sincere look in her eyes. Can I try? Without saying words, just in her eyes, just the words are there. Just, can I try?
The woman smiles as she looks over the group and then back to Odile. With a very light nod, the group watches as a small smile finds itself on her face once again.
With that, I just take flight. I jump right into the air.
As you jump and you feel your wings, for the first time in a long time, not only do you feel like you can open them. Oh? Camera coming back on?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Think someone's having problems with Discord.
Everything all right, May? Oh?
Yep.
Oh? Hi, Kit. What kind of marshmallows? Well. This tracks. Wouldn't be a Will O Wisp Woods stream without some kind of mishap, but because of my most of my mishaps now kind of functioning, everybody else is cursed instead.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
First.
Oops.
Yep.
Oopsie.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't have outsourced all your problems, Will.
I went to Fiverr, sorry.
Oh.
Oh. May's figuring it out. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Odile, as you hop into the air, you feel as if never having missed a day. Without having You're fine, May. Oh,
No.
She's trying so hard.
she is. There she is.
Goodness, there we go.
Yay!
Will your camera be coming back on? Yes, it is.
Yes, that was painful.
I believe it.
Imagine.
Alrighty, give me just a moment. And you can tell I'm a professional at this point. Bada bing, bada boom. Odile, as if never having missed a day. As if everything has always been in place. As if nothing had ever happened. You hop into the air. And you feel your wings open. And you feel the wind catch underneath them. you feel yourself flying again.
For anyone that could see her face, she's got this big shit-eating grin on it. Little tears. She's doing little circles and just flying around as high as she can go. Good luck getting her down. She ain't coming down anytime soon.
You all then notice as this massive woman is watching Odiel, her eyes then shift. As she looks over each of the group, and she still smiles. But then she stops on Eddie. She stares at him for a long time. Your spirit is caught. Stuck between this realm and the next. But I feel no wish to continue forward. I feel strong magic attempting at changing you. You are not yourself. Something has tried to force your spirit into something it's not, twisting it and tainting it. James got a little too close to the fire. Eddie, very confused at this point, as he is now face to face with something that he did not expect. She then looks to Odiel as Odiel flies about. Your friend, he's connected to that gauntlet on you. The magic permeating off of it is very strong. It seems to be what's keeping him here. But I feel no want for him to continue on to the next. She then looks to Eddie once again. What it is it that you truly wish for? Eddie looks to the woman, then looks to the group very confused, then back to the woman, and with a half smile and a nervous chuckle, he goes, the greatest romance book ever written, I guess. And she giggles to herself, ever so slightly. What is it that you truly wish? I have some magic left. What is it that you wish for that weighs heaviest on your mind? Perhaps I can help. And you all watch Eddie physically slowly begin to droop, as if he is now face to face with an a choice that you can physically see he wishes he had in his lifetime. And he seems to kind of scan down her and then to the floor, where his eyes kind of stare at a simple stone in front of him. All I wish for is to know that they made it out. And the woman stares at him, and as if he's a physical object, she reaches out and places a thumb upon his forehead. Light begins to fill his spectral form from forehead to toes. And a few moments pass before you see just the smallest of light dribble down his cheek, as it then dims and it seems to be a tear. Before you all stands a man in clean leather boots, well-made pants, a long coat, and fluffy ginger red hair. With tears streaming down his face. You may not have been able to be there for them in your original lifetime, but I believe that you can help lead your newest generation into something much more. Eddie is no longer spectral. He's crying, physical tears. And you can see his hands shaking as he lifts them up and he looks to each palm, turns them over, and he seems to check each digit as if He's making sure that they actually work. He then looks to each of you. Pure confusion and awe on his face.
Nyla's gonna poke him
I
on the shoulder.
was gonna swoop straight down into him and just barrel into him.
Hey, on the platform, on the platform.
There's no getting away from her now. I hope you cherish those moments where you could just hide.
In the physicality of him, when he was a specter, you could tell he was strong, but he wasn't very large at all. It was very much, he seemed as a noble would look. He was of average strength at best. So there's little to no strength behind him as he is unable to save himself, and he falls clear onto his butt on the platform. The woman smiles as she looks over the group. You all have a very strong and very special connection. Some of you stronger than others. I'm sure that Lady Fate has much planned for you all. But for now, I believe I have given you all I can. At least for now. I have a kingdom to try and watch over once again. I have many subjects that I need to check on. But each of you, you have things to do. You have many missions and many quests ahead of you. Your jobs are not done. But remember, your lives, your emotions, your thoughts, they are driven by much more than just what door needs to be opened next. Safe travels, my children. And as she raises her hands, palm up, each of you feel a wave of welcoming, warm, this envelopment, almost like a hug. You feel the world around you shift and change as the platform no longer finds itself there. You find yourselves now standing, or in Eddie's case, sitting in the living room of Nyla's home. Back to the place you all can call home. And you look around and you see the empty room around you. The curiosities of this strange home that Nyla has come into contact with. And before you, a physical Eddie on the ground with Odiel wrapped around him.
He's eventually gonna look up for a second, look at his hair, fix one piece of hair that's been bugging her the entire time she's known him, and go better, and then go back to hugging her.
They're smiling.
Nyla's gonna try to sneak off.
Grab. No. No.
Come back and enjoy this moment.
I know what you're trying to thinking. I know. I
Hey,
need to
where's the-
say goodbye to the family, and also say that we got back, so we don't have a dwarf search.
Absolutely not.
Also-
It is my turn first.
Please, I'm going to talk to a local guard. It'll take 1 hour.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take 1 hour too. You've already taken so much more than you were supposed to. It is my turn.
Sorry, it'll be fine. Just stress of.
It's okay, Dwindle.
I really hope.
What's
we don't
another
get the
hour?
guards set out on there. Yep. Sorry.
Just waiting
It's
to hear the
okay,
pitter patter of
Gryffindor.
Dumbledore. Now that we're back home.
Dumbledore!
You hear very faintly, somewhere in the house, Commodore, Guardian of the Giants, we'll defeat you.
Wait, what?
Followed by loud skittering, something squeak, and a strange scream of approval.
Oh. Yeah! Go to the sneak off.
Yeah, don't forget, we still have a friend too. I forgot his name. Whoops. The big mama's boy. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Dwindle is taking up.
I bet he's the one that's like,
Just
yeah.
patting Eddie on the head, but then
Mhm.
talk later. No. Commodore, what have you found? No. Why did we have to adopt a plant?
It's 100% the party's pet. 100%.
It's true. Very true.
Attempting to follow the sound, you find Garmador standing with one foot on top of a strange field mouse that was burrowing a hole into one of the walls. And he stands with his little rapier in the sky, proud. The mouse is very much still alive. It's just kind of laying there, very confused and scared.
Yeah, Commodore, you haven't. You've stopped it. You haven't. Yeah, that thing will eat you. By the way, just nice rapier. Just poke it right and just point around the head. Just come in and just finish the job. Is going to try and will Garmador to take a life.
Dwindle!
Hey, housekeeping is housekeeping. If we can have a
Maya's gonna like shoo Garmador off, and he's gonna pick up the mouse.
does the mouse bite me?
No, it has no idea what to do right now. It is terrified. It just got beat up by a frost dandelion.
There is no wild animal like.
I'm gonna cure wounds this mouse real quick. And I'm gonna go let it outside. In the bushes.
Commodore, good job. I'm going to make you a new weapon. It's going to be called Toothpick.
If Garmador had eyes, you assume they would be as large as discs as he stares at Dwindle.
I got it. Just gonna go find some place to make a weapon.
So, May is cure woundsing a mouse. Odile is entrapping Eddie. Dwindle is attempting to coup Garmador to take a small field mouse's life before then deciding to get to work on a small weapon for Garmador. What's Nyla doing?
She'd be lining it for the portal.
Okay. Nyla takes her time and goes down to the stairs, down into the room made of stone with a single door. Nyla notices that the door is back to normal.
Is there any dwarf on this side?
No.
It doesn't seem like it at the moment.
Man, I thought the backyard of the Sporn portal would draw any young dwarf's attention.
Subtle enough.
You're not sure.
Yeah, she's going home. She wants to see her old village.
Where's ours go? She goes in. You want to go in by yourself, or do you want company?
She just booked it. If you followed her, you followed her, but
Yeah, if you booked it, I mean, you know, it's... The rogue is doing rogue face.
mm-hmm.
She has not learned her lesson.
I'm using the portal in my own house for my own purposes, finally.
I know, but you're going to supposedly a destroyed place by yourself.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
As Nyla disappears into the house, as the others attempt to figure out what to do with the small dandelion with a rapier, and the now living Lionheart, Nyla, you beeline for the door, and you notice the archway is back to normal, once again just stone. And as you place your hand on it, you see a familiar swirling. The same swirling that you had seen the first time. That anxiety of going inside now waned. Nyla steps through the portal and disappears. The house is yours. What would the rest of you like to do? And if you're looking for one, I will say that there is a room that would make for a good forge, but it doesn't. Much like the rest of the house, there are very bare minimums here. It looks as though it's more just a extra room, really. At least at the moment.
With some work, though.
He takes off his armor and gets to work.
Okay. May, what do you do with this field mouse, other than the cure woundsing it?
Oh, I'm gonna go let it outside.
Okay.
Like, and I'm gonna go explore outside and let the mouse out.
Okay. You let it out, and as it scurries into the grass and disappears, you begin exploring outside and find that your original scouring of the scenery definitely has you in the most southern part, one of the most southern parts of East Grandiasha. The coastline is still there, and you still have this beautiful smell of the ocean, at least in the distance. The greenery on the opposite side is lush and beautiful.
Hmm. After taking a bit of a look around, and after letting the mouse scurry off, May is gonna get this devious ass smile, and she's going to shift into her monster form, turn around, and jump, and go jump and find the mouse. Like a cat.
The last few times that you have used your form, you can tell that there's a bit of almost a half and half. Your body is attempting to form to it, but your mind is fighting for dominance with something else. But this time is different. As you take on your form, you actually feel larger. You feel faster. You feel much more capable in this form now.
Freeing.
And you take on a much more bestial visage. You actually feel as though you can fully take on the shape of the creature.
May's gonna try and test and see how far she can go.
With a jump?
Just, yeah, letting it, testing her strengths now.
Okay.
Emotionally and physically.
Well, as I said, physically you feel stronger and faster, more capable. You have more control. Psychologically, you feel aware. Instead of feeling as though you're fighting something off in the back of your mind, now it just feels as though it's your body. It's yours to control. There's no secondary voice in the back of your head screeching at you, or these nails on a chalkboard inside your head trying to make you lose sensibility or control. Now, it's just you.
Just me. Okay. And May's going to continue on. Realizing her strength, where it's at, and growing even more comfortable with it. And that's when she'll go and play hop skip with the mouse.
Okay.
Not shifting, just staying in her monster form.
Okay.
Not hurting the mouse, by the way. No mouse harmed in this production.
I will say go on ahead and roll an acrobatics or an athletics, depending on which you prefer.
Okay.
And because you're in your beast form, I will say that now you are able to roll an additional d6.
Oh, heck yeah. Well, my d20 sucked, but 11.
Okay, so the d20 was
Oh, wait.
11. Or is that total with the d6 rolled as well?
Yeah, oh, if you add my acrobatics, it's a 15.
Nice. So 15 total?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Let's see if I can get it to do the thing that I need it to do.
So many good art ideas this episode.
Yeah.
So many.
Well, I'm glad that you all think so. Let's see if I can get this to work. Because if I can, then I can go back to doing the top-down camera. And you all can actually see my rolls. Because that would be cool. There we go. Ha ha. We will, for the field mouse, we'll use this little copper one.
Cat
You're
and
gonna roll and make me kill this mouse?
mouse.
No, it's attempting to stay away from you.
Oh.
It's attempting to play cat and mouse, and by play I mean it's having a existential crisis as this massive creature is now chasing
Terrorizing
it.
this mouse.
So, sadly, it is unable to escape you, so you're pretty well capable of chasing this little field mouse down very easily. It is very difficult for it to get away from you.
I'm just gonna catch it and I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it run and she's just gonna keep catching. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, you're just gonna keep catching it.
but she's gonna take some rations out of her bag and give it to the mouse though. In return.
It is terrified to upset you, so it will certainly eat it.
Okay.
You can visibly see fear on its face. As this massive creature, in comparison to this little field mouse, is basically in between two large claws handing small pieces of ration to it.
You want peanut? Sugar dates and peas. Sugar dates and pistachios.
Oh boy. Oh boy. And that's what you're doing, is the tormenting this small mouse?
She's gonna keep. Yeah, she's just chilling, letting everything go, messing with the mouse. Letting Odile have her time with Eddie because it's, you know.
And speaking
Make it
of,
sound like
Nyla's
that.
gone. Not like weird, but like they're friends. They're really they're close.
Close.
Yeah. He's literally tied to her usually.
I know.
And speaking of, Odile,
Yeah.
what are you up to?
Death grip. I also will admit my wings are also like wrapped around him too. Now that my wings are like full use, I'm like, yes.
So what does
I
that mean?
cocoon
You're around his
you.
arm or something, or
So like I have my arms around his neck, and then I have my wings around his arms. I got him in a cocoon. I do eventually like pull back for a second. I just like study his face. I'm just like, huh, I can't believe you're actually alive.
Freckles.
Oh shit! What am I doing? Freckles. She'll start like poking at some of the freckles too. And then she'll go, "Oh, oops, sorry. You're probably adjusting. I'm sorry. I'll let go and I'll step out so you can adjust. Sorry. Yeah, she starts getting up, realizing, wait a minute, he just went from being dead to alive and being pummeled by a fairy in 2 seconds.
It's okay.
Too much for someone in 1 second. Let's give him a minute to breathe.
literally?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just gonna walk up a bit later to Odd and Eddie.
Like I said, I kind of just walked. I like
After a while.
jumped off of him and like started walking away to give him space to be like, let you figure this out. I guess. Sorry. Did you have your space? Now that you can have space, hey.
He gets up and almost instinctually begins following, actually. As he attempts to remember how to use his legs.
Oh.
Oi, Eddie, May, let's put that new body of yours to work. Get down here.
Shouldn't he eat some food first?
I have food down here.
Oh my god,
Oh
I
my
can
god,
eat
he
again.
gets to eat so much.
Can he eat food again? He can eat food again. So I guess there's that. Yeah, I guess you don't need to be around. Yeah. We'll figure out the rooms, I guess, later. Yeah. You go see the window once. As she starts walking away and then goes, wait, I can fly. Hold on.
He's still, like, instinctually following her.
Turns around. Eddie?
Yeah?
You don't have to follow me anymore.
That's right. What's up with this?
She just cocks her head for a second. And then she just glides over and then just sits on his shoulder. Here, until you get a little bit more used to walking around on your own. Is this a little bit better?
Not used to holding his own
can't
weight. The
float.
fairy jumps on him. Oh.
This is strange.
I bet it would be. It would be really strange. You can't float. You can't go through walls anymore either.
Well, this has greatly deteriorated my usefulness.
talking about? You were always useful and you're still useful now. What are you talking about?
I am breathing now. And
yes?
my hands were not made for labor, so I'm not used to labor either. So I have no real use at the moment until I find something that I can do around here.
Okay. You were a prince, which means, at least from my knowledge, you know how to fight, right?
I know gentlemen's sword skills.
Starts yelling, Dwindle! We gotta work on Eddie!
I know. Why aren't you two down here?
We're on our way! It's okay, Eddie. Eddie, you're still needed in other areas, and you know that.
Oh, I get that. You all would be absolutely fucking lost without me sometimes.
You've said out many a times.
However, now I'm living and breathing. I don't do that. My thing
Why
was
did
going
you
through
not?
walls and solving puzzles for you every now and then. And now I can't go through walls, and I don't feel comfortable putting my ass on the line in a fight anymore.
The rats can get you now, buddy. I'm not there. Wait, sorry.
Yeah, I know, right? Turn to head. When did you ever put your ass on the line for us? Wait, I'm confused. You always stood behind me. What are you talking about? I'm confused. Look, do not worry. Your pretty little head starts patting his head, and then feels how soft his hair is, and goes. Starts just playing with his hair. So you got other things you can do. Don't worry.
I may be able to find something around here. But I don't think it would be safe for me to go out and travel anymore. I don't have any real skills on a battlefield. I'm good with numbers. And before, I was invisible. And now I'm not.
You think I'm any good on the battlefield? Not really. I'm also only good really with numbers. Well, not really with numbers. I'm just good with things. But I also understand where you're coming from. We need to figure out where you'd be good suited. But I also agree, right now putting you anywhere in harm's way is not the best thing until you figure out what to do. Makes me slightly sad, but I agree, putting you outside of the house is not a good idea. I mean, we're not gonna house lock you either. You can still go outside. That would be horrible. You know what else this means?
No, but I assume you're going to tell me.
You can go to the library and you can buy your own books now.
Well, before I could just read them.
Yeah, but you can buy more books. I'm trying here. I'm trying to find something that would make you happy that you're
I am happy.
breathing.
I am breathing. I get to experience the rest of my life like I had wished to so long ago. However, I'm not good on a battlefield, is my issue. Fuck. So, my current problem is just kind of figuring out where I can be useful. And I've got things going on in my head, obviously, like trying not to breathe manually, or the fact that now I can't just stare for hours without my eyes getting dry. I also feel kind of hungry for the first time in a long time.
Figured you would. That's why we need to go down to Dwindle. Dwindle has some food for us. Come on. You gotta work those legs.
He looks down at them. I do miss the floating.
Of course you do. Okay. Here, I will give you a small little present just for right now. How about that? Hold on. Where's it?
I should
Where is it?
totally give the wings of flying to Eddie.
That'd be funny. Oh, I don't have it prepared right now. That's right. Okay, never mind. I have a spell. I don't have it prepared right now.
He looks down at his legs, and you can physically see the gears turning in his head as he starts going through the motions of walking. Every time he's followed Odile, she's looked back and he's been looking down at his legs, but there wasn't really a connection until now that she's watching him physically watch his legs, as if at some point they're just gonna fall out from underneath him.
Off his shoulder, is flying in front of him, puts her hands out to hold his hands. Come on. Give me your hands.
I've got it.
No. I'm just gonna help you a couple feet, just to get you going. Come on.
He continues forward until he reaches the top of the stairs.
There we go. Doing a great job, buddy.
He then looks down the stairs, then to Odile, and he places one hand in hers. Okay, you can help me with this part.
Okay. Okay. You're gonna slightly bend your knee and then put it down.
He then places a foot down. He places the next. He places the next. He places the next. I would like a strength save from Odile.
Green, purple, or orange?
Tangerine.
Okay.
Kiwi.
Kiwi's green. Got it.
Banana.
Tangerines are orange.
Oh, are they? Oh, yeah, I forgot that. Okay, yep. Tangerines are orange. Yep.
Plum.
Okay.
Cinnamon roll.
Banana.
And we said what check?
Strength save.
Yeah. Wait, where's my mouse? So that's a 15 plus 4, so that's 19. Wow, I didn't do too bad. For me. For once.
And you said it was a what total?
19.
A 19. You managed to help save Eddie as he is about to place his foot down and just about lose his entire footing, as the middle of his foot is on the edge of the step as he oversteps a little bit, and he slips. And you feel his body go to slide forward, and you just manage to catch him.
Oof. Well,
he then grabs hold of your other hand, and in the panic, as he's attempting not to fall down himself, and then he looks up to you. He corrects himself and he looks down towards the stairs. Okay. One step at a time.
Yes. It's one step at a time. Hold on a second. Turns and looks to see how many more steps there are.
Funny enough, there's not many. There's only like 3 or 4 left.
Okay, let's keep going. You're almost there. You're almost there.
You make your way down. Carefully, but you make your way down. And you get to the bottom, and he then kind of looks around, and as he looks back towards you and past you in the room, he then looks to you, looks to your hands, and realizes he's still holding them, and just kind of pulls away before he then dusts himself off. Thank you for keeping me from falling down the stairs.
Looks at her hands like, are my hands dirty or something? You're welcome? You're welcome.
Dwindle, you see
Yes.
the physical Eddie, who dusts himself off and seems like a wobbly newborn deer, and Odile, who is currently hovering in the air using her reformed wings.
Oh, look at you two. Children's first steps.
I am not a child, but these are definitely my first steps in a long time.
Yeah.
Floating was much more convenient.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. One pressing question, Eddie. How's your eyes? It's pretty dark down here.
I mean,
To
there's a little bit of light coming from upstairs, but I can see about as well as I did as a ghost.
Fantastic. Wait.
Not at all.
You can't see any?
No, I see where the light is, and that's about it.
Oh,
I forget
Anyway,
that I am
just-
surrounded by non-humans. Hi, welcome to the world of the blind. I can't see.
E.
The only
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
not
Flies
doctor.
over to Odd flies over to something that she knows she can just light, and she just casts light on it. So he can see better.
Yeah.
Dwindle's forehead.
Yes.
Hair.
Got him a headlamp.
Bald.
Looking like Aang from the last Airbender. Strip his mohawk.
There you go, buddy. Is that better? Can you see now?
I can, in fact, see now.
Okay.
Wendell
I didn't know that. I'm
has
sorry.
been working pretty hard already. He has kind of started to reconstruct the forge, making it a lot bigger. Like he's taken down like a lot of it, and is just now kind of expanding it.
Okay.
Human's forge is not to dwarf standards. Yeah.
Wendell, where's the food?
Yeah, in the bag. Just pulls out the bag. Opens up, grabs a few cloths, places them down. Rations for our journey that fortunately we didn't have to use. It's some pretty interesting dwarf rations, which are... First one is flavorful bread. A bunch of nuts, a bunch of berries. Quite tart. And there's a bunch, and the other one is a bunch of dried meats and everything.
Eddie's just kind of staring at it, very much analyzing it, it seems. My parents raised me humble, but I suppose this is a pretty low humbleness to me. And that's not anything wrong with your rations, I promise. This is this first time I'm trying this.
Well, your highness,
All right.
these are dwarven noble rations. So typically it's typically above normal human standards for common folk. That is salted goat, mountain goat. That is salted cow, and that right there. What's up? A little small thing of a couple sausages. Sausage. Don't ask what's in them.
Odd's just giggling while she's eating the bread.
I suppose you could call me a forge with how much smoke you just blew up my ass, but that's fine. He then begins with a rumble of his stomach. The first he's had in so long. He just kind of looks to each of them, looks to the rations before him, and he goes, I believe I could work on being a little more humble, as he then takes a small handful of the berries and he just starts popping them in his mouth, and he goes, oh, that's an experience I haven't had in a long time.
Has a bottle of wine. Yeah, we're gonna work up to this. Typical noble responsiveness, his eyes following the wine bottle. No.
Dwindle, put that away, please.
Water. I didn't say what type of water. It's just stored water.
Dwarven water.
Just was a tiny bit. It's got a yellow texture to it.
Oh god. Well,
It smells fruity.
After Odd knows that Eddie's actually eating, she's gonna start actually flying away out of the room. She's like, he's distracted. He'll be okay. Alright, our Eddie is alive.
Eddie seems to be doing just fine.
Exactly, and she knows that he'll be just fine with Twindle, so she leaves.
Mm-hmm. How much time would you say would have passed? Oh man, wait.
Not much time has passed, honestly speaking. Not much at all.
Okay.
But in the time that has passed, in the time...
Wait.
There you go. But in the time that has passed, Nyla, as you pass through the door, a familiar feeling washes over you as the air is a bit on the cooler side. And you look around you and you see a few of the buildings that, due to time and the simple passing of it, some of the buildings have begun to grow ivy, and the foliage seemingly has begun kind of sprouting through some of the stone walkways. And you notice a few things are different. You make your way through one of the roads in between the buildings and along one of the paths, slowly looking between alleys and looking inside of the buildings as you pass by a little bit. And you notice everything's quiet. Everything around you, silent, chilly. And you feel this tingling up the back of your neck. And you turn around and you don't see anybody there. You look from the corner of the buildings to the other corners of the buildings and back and forth, looking to see if somebody had simply run away fast enough. But as you notice nothing is there, you then turn back around and you begin your walking once again, attempting to make sense of the situation.
Are there skeletons?
You notice that there is nothing. There's no skeletons, there's no rot, there's no sign of anything.
I walk through a couple of the old public buildings and then make my way back to my old house.
You look through a few of the public buildings and you notice that they're empty, barren. As you look in, you can see a few of the chairs and tables within some of the buildings have spider webs that are beginning to form and cobwebs that have been left behind. Dust, at least an inch thick, layers a lot of the items. A lot of the rooms left empty and abandoned. It's strange.
Indeed. Yeah, she's gonna go back to her house and see if she can figure out anything of what's going on in the most formerly familiar place.
Hi, buddy. As you return to your home. You feel something's watching. You feel as though eyes are on you, but looking around, there's nothing around. There's no sign of life, there's no sign of death, there's no noise, no sound.
Yeah, is that you?
You look around expecting some kind of response, and you don't hear anything.
Who's there? I know there's something. Is it Skia's twin? Or whoever you are? Or it is that did it to this village?
You look around and then searching. You don't find anything. This feeling of uncertainty begins to wave over the back of your head. This strange feeling of uncomfort. Discomfort. That'll work. Discomfort.
Is it?
And you look around, attempting to see if anything shifts, anything moves. Nothing. Not a reaction. Not a shuffle. Not a noise.
I'm gonna sit down in her old house for a bit. Share old bed or something and just kind of think.
As you turn to enter your home, you look in the doorway, and the door is wide open, and a figure stands there. Mouth wide open, eyes clear, their skin pale. Immediately in your face.
I recognize him?
It looks like somebody that you've likely seen, at least in the village. And as this sudden pounce happens, you feel your heartbeat begin to grow heavier, faster.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I don't like this.
The figure then stares at Nyla.
What are you doing in my home?
It suddenly grabs the door and slams it shut.
Gonna open it back up, or at least try.
You open it back up, and there's nothing inside.
Cool. Gonna walk in, try to like keep her hands not shaking, but they're definitely shaking a little bit.
As you step inside, and as you look around, this home is almost exactly as it was left. The only difference now is the dust and the cobwebs. You look around on the floor and there's no sign that there was somebody here a moment ago. And as you look around, you feel like every now and then, as you're kind of scouring the house, trying to make sense of what's happening, you feel like you see something in the corner of your eye every now and then. But as you go to see if it's there, you just see some kind of coat rack, or an abandoned cabinet that kind of shifts open with a breeze that blows through the house. You make your way to your room. And where once was a safe and comfortable and warm space is now an abandoned, empty, rotting room.
I sit on a bed and close her eyes and take some deep breaths and just like try to listen, try to think what is going on here. Okay, yeah, this is where it all started. What's going on? Can you please tell me? I don't think it does any good to hide it from me anymore.
You hear the creaking of wood as you hear the door ever so slightly shift.
Opens her eyes.
As you open your eyes, this empty room full of dust, full of gray, this tired and lonely room suddenly feels less lonely as you look, and right in front of you, mere inches from your face, another one of those creatures, one of those people. Pale skin, with empty eyes, and their mouth agape, standing directly in front of you.
I'm gonna try to reach out and like grab his arm or hand or something. See if it's really there.
As you touch their arm,
Leave it.
you watch as their head unnaturally twists to look directly at your hand. The back of their head now pointed towards you as they're leaned over with their hands down their sides, before it then suddenly turns back to you with a very unnerving and unnatural cracking noise. And instead of this strange gasping noise coming from nothing, you feel a solid figure in front of you. And their empty eyes now locked onto you as their mouth begins moving very quickly. And all you can make out is two very simple words. Repeated over and over and over as you feel your heartbeat quickening and you can hear the thumping in your ears. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up! Over and over and over and over again. Before suddenly the other hand, with inhuman speed, lunges and grabs your face from cheek to cheek, just covering your mouth, as the other slowly moves up to its lips. And suddenly it stops.
Oh. This is a dream. How do I wake up?
You will die here. And you watch something at the window begin tapping. A claw against it. And it only gets faster and faster and faster. You look outside and you see this figure, this tall figure hunched over as it looks into the window, and all you hear: faster, faster. Elongated face, two long eyes, empty, shallow. Bags upon bags. This unfamiliar creature, skin drooping and dragging as if it's fighting to just keep from melting, but solid, pale, bald. The claw continues to tap, louder and faster.
Is this
until
creature still holding on to me?
the one that's in front of you, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And you watch as the claw begins getting quicker and quicker until you actually hear chipping at the glass. And you watch a crack beginning to form. The creature in front of you, with the fingers still to its lips, begins to mutter again. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Over and over and over. And then you hear another crack as the crack in the glass pane begins to get even larger. The claw only digging deeper into the glass, its mouth beginning to elongate further and further, as if this creature had unhinged its jaw in an unnatural and just concerning way. You hear this creaking noise coming from its body. You hear this low, slow gasp as it seems as though it's trying to take in air. The creature in front of you still simply repeating the same two words over and over again. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Ow, you brat.
Like trying to scramble backwards away from it a little bit.
Hey,
Like-
stop it. Leave it.
The pain begins to crack further until finally it gives. You hear the glass pane shatter.
Hey.
And suddenly
Leave it.
everything goes quiet. You look to the window, and as your attention is on the window shattering, you look back and the creature in front of you is no longer there. You look back to the window and the creature that was hunched over, staring directly at you, is no longer there.
She's gonna run towards the portal. She's gonna run back towards the portal.
As you make your way back to the door, the entrance of your home, you pull the door open, and on two gangly legs, standing but hunched, this massive mangled body of flesh, this elongated mouth and jaw, these massive white eyes that stare at you as if in a perpetual state of screaming. These two long gangly arms that are folded up against its chest, each finger laid with a claw that reaches down further than the long gangly fingers themselves. You watch as this creature stares at you, and all you hear from its massive, unhinged maw "Your nightmares are mine," as he then grabs you. I would like a wisdom save.
So good at these. 11.
You feel your heartbeat in your head. All sides of your skull pounding. Your heartbeat quickens. Your body begins to lock up.
Yours. Leave it. Leave it.
And you feel yourself slowly
Good boy.
drifting to sleep.
Leave it. Leave it. No. Bed is not a toy.
Your body goes limp, and the last thing you see is this massive, pale creature with eyes pure white and sunken into its skull,
Yours.
getting as close as possible to yours. And all you hear,
Yours. Leave it.
and all you hear is the long, groaning gasp of air. Nyla is now unconscious.
Have fun.
How long has this been?
No one knows.
Because he's thinking about he's gonna go check on her after I spent an hour.
Only
Yeah.
about 45 minutes has passed in total so far. up to this point. Everybody else's actions were basically filling in the time of Nyla's exploration.
So,
And that is where we will end episode 91 of the Journey of Grandiasha. So,
Nice.
thank you all for being here. Thank you all for coming along. I do apologize that the wisps got you lost, but as usual, we will always be happy to keep the campfire roaring for you so you have somewhere to sit and listen to their stories. Tonight's story was a rather eccentric tale of each of the group gaining something that had likely nestled in the back of their mind. Something to help them on their journey or to help them as a person. And a story of nightmares to come. So, hopefully you will join us for next time. But until then, we hope to see you all in the Will O Wisp Woods next time. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.